Okay, welcome to another episode of Journeys Through the Uplift World Communities. I guess we took a little bit of a put from when we first started. When we first started this series, we were going through some of the bigger communities, but there's been a lot that's happened since then, and a lot of people who have been bringing their communities through their builds and joining new communities and creating new communities in the Uplift World. And so we've started introducing some of those people in this series as well. And today we have Vicky Sher with us today, who's been in the Uplift for a while. And I guess your claim to fame is that you are the first person to ever create meditational NFTs.
Yes, that's true. I made quite a big research before I posted that, and yes, there was a visual meditations before, but not like an NFT. So I brought this visual meditations in NFT space, and first it happened on VEX blockchain, and then I tried some other blockchains. But yeah, the first collection ever minted was on VEX.
I mean, that's really cool, and it's funny because they're, as you know, we're also involved with Yoshi Drops.
Yep.
And there was some. There was one point in time where I was thinking about these, music videos that are out there that sometimes you can download, and they're just like beats with an image on the background, but sometimes they've got the little circle of the logo and it's kind of pumping or it's moving around. And I was kind of thinking about blobs of ink in water.
Yeah.
And how when you move them around, they make these weird images, and how at a lot of times when you go to a festival or you go to like a music kind of event, they'll play this music that kind of whatever moving type of image that you put to it, it seems to work. And so what's interesting about your piece is it kind of resonates closely with that, I think. And there were a few other people that were doing interesting things as well, but a little bit different. But I think that there's a lot to be said about repetitive movement NFTs that are in a sense mesmerizing you. I don't know, is there something that you can say to me now that's going to make me do something that I don't want to do? Like, have you hypnotized me? Am I under your spell with this NFT? Is this dangerous at all? I'm not really sure.
No. It's completely safe. I create these meditations in a good mood only, and that's why one of my stickers says "good vibes only." So the thing is, I create them in a so-called theta condition. That first I meditate, and then when I feel that I'm ready, so I start to create these images. And the people who practice some esoterical stuff, and make yoga or something, who feels energies, they see the potential in these pictures because they're different, just like you draw something and that's all. Yeah. So there's something behind them. And so this technology was created by my teacher, Julia. She lives in Germany, and I finished a course with Julia and started to create these pictures. And she said, yes, you can put them everywhere you want. So they are good. They really provide these good vibrations. And yeah, sometimes people say that it's not enough just to sit and stare at the point, yes, and just or just close your eyes. It's not working anymore. So as long as you close your eyes, your thoughts start to fly fly around, and it disturbs you. Just a second. I have my toddler here, and he asks for another cartoon. Just a second. Yep, sorry for that. Yeah, so not just a picture or just moving picture, but something you can use on a daily basis when you need some inspiration, or you feel sad and you want to make, I don't know, become a little bit happier. So you can just meditate a little bit on this image. And I'm making a new collection right now. And in this collection will be also the guide how you can use these images. So a little bit with music, a little bit. Yes, there's no info about that on my website at that moment. Yeah. But you can click on that claim link. You can see how it works. Jimmy, I can't hear you.
Sorry, I was muted there. Yeah,
Okay.
we can do that. I haven't done that yet. Oh, really? There's an actual thing.
Hey,
Oh,
it works.
Claims good vibes only. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so definitely understand the toddler in the room scenario. I deal with that myself sometimes. So that's okay. I'm curious. Like, I don't know what you can. What exactly you can tell us without giving all of your secrets away. But when I was a kid, I had these. They were really weird. They were like these circle things, and like a cog on a clock or a thing that spins around on the inside of a clock. And so they were different shapes. Some of them were like oblong, and some of them were circles. Some of them were big circles. Some of them were small circles, and they were different colors. And then you used to put a piece of paper inside of this plastic thing, and then you would put them on the outside of the plastic thing. And guess I'm not cool enough to get. I'm depressing your vibe. I guess that's what happened. It's all right.
I'll send one to you after show.
No problem. That's all right. I'm kind of happy that I didn't get one, because now I know that they're special. Don't just give them to every Joe. But anyway, so these little things, you would put a pen or like a colored.
I think it's called kaleidoscope or something.
Something like that. And we used to use these things, and just watching your like these images are static, right? But you have ones that are moving as well. And so like just watching those images, it's interesting because for some reason it makes me think about that, even though it's not really anything alike. Like it's not really a creation image. So I think they're here.
It was the first one.
Animated or statics, right? And yeah, and so like this one too, this is like, I don't know if this is intentional, but it kind of freaks me out a little bit. Like it's like a little alien dude in there.
Yes, it looks like that.
It's so like, I hope he's a good alien. Like this guy, he's like I don't know, man. He's like a rainbow monster. Like I feel like he's coming like straight out of the Care Bears mythology, folklore there or something. Like
that could be.
God of light.
It's only a part of the image. I don't post the whole images on my website. Usually they're a little bit bigger and in a good quality. But yeah.
I like them though. They make me, they like you said, they bring you to a happy place. And I think for each person, they're going to represent something different. They're going to represent some sort of like resonation. So I say this quite a bit, but I'm a permaculturalist. And one of the big things in permaculture is recognizing patterns in design. And especially when you look at nature, there's about a series of 10 to 15 patterns that just keep repeating over and over and over. For example, if you take an image of space of a sun imploding in on itself or exploding, and you map that to the same, you put it beside an image of like synapses in your brain, it's almost the exact same pattern, right? And so like
Mhm.
you see these like snail shell patterns all over the place.
Yes,
You
and
see these
neurons,
webs like rivers and things.
yeah.
So I was just kind of wondering, like, is that your inspiration? Even though this is like really digital, where are you picking these patterns from? Because you seem to be using and pulling a lot of these. You got the butterfly pattern in the central one. You've got the eye pattern, which is again like a very you know, big pattern in nature. Like, what's your inspiration for pulling these?
You know, as I said, I make them in theta condition, and sometimes it feels like not it's not me who draws them.
Okay.
Yes, it's like you know, when I'm in a good mood, you see, you look at this picture and you feel that this picture also brings a good mood. That's why I'm not creating something when I'm sad or sometimes depressed or something like this. Yes, so I'm happy, I create happy meditations. I feel creative, so I feel creative meditations, and so it works. And these patterns, I don't know. I have posted some videos on YouTube, the process of creating, yes, and you see that sometimes it looks good, but it's not like finished. And sometimes I draw like about 30 minutes, and sometimes it takes about 2 or more hours. I draw before I got this feeling that now it's complete, so nothing more to add. And these patterns, they appear and I look at them and I see, yes, it's okay, it can stay so, or I have to change something, I have to add some sparkles or, or something else, a little bit more magic.
Fair enough. And so when you like you said, when you create these, you're using, I guess, your teacher's platform in a way. Do you want to maybe explain that? Like, what did she create, and where did this kind of ideology come from?
Yeah, she's all into new energies, and she's like you know, medium or something. I don't go deeply in these things.
Okay.
I like to meditate, but this meditation is my own meditations are more like for mindset, mindfulness, and so on. Not going deeply into some religions or other directions. Yeah, but she feels energies. She lives in these energies, and I should probably post a link to her profile at my website.
Sure.
Then maybe it will be better to understand what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so it's THETAART is what she's deemed it, right?
Yes, yes. But she also works with people who's in a depressed who are depressed or who is in a difficult life situations. Yes, sometimes they go to psychologists, and there's another type of people who better goes to looking for something magical or esoterical or something. So she works with people in that way, and yeah, as she created this technology, and I just looked at these pictures and saw them, that how they work, and I like them. So yeah, that's how
Right.
we started.
So we have the Rocket Gallery in the house, which is nice. The Rocket Gallery is a part of a collective that's operating in Genesis right now that has created these portals throughout all the worlds.
Yeah.
What world are you located in?
Genesis, Chik'in Ka'ah, Upluft.
Okay, sure, yeah. So
So
you're kind of
it's a
all over the place.
I can spell this word correctly because
it's probably because it wasn't spelled correctly in the first place. Like all of them pretty much have spelling mistakes, so it's not your fault. It's
no, it's just a German word. I mostly speak German now. I live in Germany, Munich, and that's why some words, when I read them in English, they sound German in my head. When I try to reproduce them, different things happens. So yeah, and Boarvallis and Swineland also. So yeah, all over the metaverse.
You're all over the place. So I think you're going to give us a tour of a couple of your places today. Are we going to go in and have a look at what you're building, or?
Yeah.
And then I'm kind of curious as well. Like, this is well, we'll see when we get in there. But I'm kind of curious to see how this all kind of connects to your artwork as well. It's be really fun.
Yep.
Yeah, and I thank you, Rocket Gallery. I was actually going to suggest that. He's saying like join us in the Uplift loop as well, which is over in Genesis right now. I'm sure there'll be other loops. I know there's the people that are looking to create a couple in Gratitude and probably in other worlds as well. But they've got quite a good community there. I'll actually, if you're on Telegram, I can send you the info for their group.
Yes, that would be great.
And you can jump in. And I think next week as well, while you pull that up, there's a little screen at the bottom there that you can share. And when you do that, what I'll do, because I think we've been talking about this, but being the Rocket Gallery is here, one of many of these, I guess, gallery projects in the Uplift loop. They're going to be doing some kind of grand opening event type of scenario next Monday. And so I think what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to have a Uplift event stream for them on Monday, probably just after our regular program on the 18th. So we'll do our regular Monday morning and chill. It'll be a double header actually, because I think we have Yuka Shadow sketch to come in to talk about the second sequence of what's happening with the Londum Uplift quest, and then if we follow that up with maybe the Uplift Loop Gallery opening, it'll be a pretty cool Monday morning to be a part of. So thinking around
for sure.
Maybe 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So definitely come and check that out. So do we? I guess you're just starting the game up. It takes a little bit of a while, I guess. So. But yeah, if you guys have any questions out there for Vicky, please let her rip. Roger says thanks for the good vibes. I agree. It's pretty cool.
Thank you, Roger.
And it's a nice thing to see. I mean, next you're gonna have to create like meditational NFTs for toddlers, I guess.
No. I created a children's book because none of the existing children's books were good enough for me. Just kidding. No, they're perfect children's books. But we were on a quarantine because of pandemic, and we together have made a little book for my kid, and yes, it was also fun. Maybe I should NFT it.
Yeah, for sure. Why not? My missus as well. Like she's a sewer, a bit of a designer, and so she made our daughter a book out of fabric, and it's got all of these like, learning elements out of it. And it's like I've decided long ago that you're not a good parent unless you make your kid a book. So you're on the good parent list. We'll put you there, Vicky. That's okay. And to all of you people who didn't make your kids books, I mean, you still have time. Even if your kids are 40, they're still gonna appreciate a book that's made from you with love.
That's true. I would like to have kind of that book.
No, I think it's interesting, right? Like creative people do a lot of interesting things like that. We should just do like a random show that has nothing to do with the Uplift about like, you know, how to spawn your kids' creativity. And I would guarantee you 99% of the time, like it will be like people that are in the Uplift. 99% of the time, it'll be by people like engaging them with art and engaging them with building and engaging them with design. And I think that's how we
Yes,
do it.
and Minecraft is just perfect for making creative projects, and it's even better than Lego sometimes. Because,
Yeah.
yes, I have two kids, and the second one is a teenager in his best years, and we played Minecraft a lot about 7 years ago, and now he also plays in Uplift. I gave him one of my plots, and don't don't look at that because he has some kind of hideout and so on. And he says like, "Mother, don't touch anything. That's mine. Just don't go there." You know, it's so funny.
It's like, yeah, it's like when your kid puts the sign on the room of
Yes,
that's in the house that
exactly.
you paid for that says like keep out, get out,
Yes.
don't come in my room, it's my room.
You know, it's and I'm just like going like that. It's kind of messy here, you know.
Hey, can you clean up your chest? Come on, like I come in here, I'm trying to look for some tools, like I can't find anything. You got tools mixed with food. What's going on? You know, yeah, that'd be good. I like it. I want to do actually a show someday where we bring like, you know, parents on to talk about like how they work with their kids. You know, we got to be careful because we don't want to have, you know, young kids on the show so much. But like if you're familiar with like our vending machine, like they built their plot together. And I think the great builders, I know Stupid, like I believe they're a father and son
That's
team as well.
masterpiece is just like, you know,
Right.
huge. They're huge and
Right.
very beautiful.
So should I try to pull up the game or do you want to do that?
Maybe you should try.
Okay, you're having problems? Let's see. I don't.
Yes, I'm now from my notebook, and I just don't think it will. Or
Okay.
I will try. I also try.
Well, we can. Yeah, I won't be able to go see your plots. That's the only problem because I'm way too far, I
Okay.
believe. I can maybe get there in Genesis. We can maybe fly over in Genesis, but
yeah, but we can look from a map. Maybe it will be enough because in Genesis, that's the point. I have so many ideas. I want to build so much interesting projects and buildings, but this time it's never enough.
Okay, well, yeah, let's do that then. We'll start there with the maps. Let's go to the Genesis map. Pull that up. What are the coordinates for the Genesis map, or what sector? Like northwest, northeast, whereabouts are you?
In Genesis, it's right above, no, not above, under the Mr. Blue's heart. You know, it's the bottom right corner.
Bottom right corner. Okay. I didn't.
Right.
There's a heart.
Right corner. Yes,
There's a heart up top. Okay, and let's see. I got to share the screen here. Oh, we have company.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm so sorry I'm late.
That's
Nice
all right.
to see
I mean,
you.
fashionable entrance.
I'll briefly tell you. I actually had a bit of an issue with. Haven't seen your DM about our stream today, Jimmy. Usually I'm used to your messages on Telegram, and then it came on Discord. It threw me off.
Yeah, you blame our team for moving us on the Discord. That's what happened.
That's more than fair. Hi, Vicky.
Discord
How are
is
you?
good.
I'm sorry I'm late.
Hi, I'm fine, thank you.
No, I honestly like I probably should have sent it to Telegram as well. I just wasn't thinking. I'm trying to port over. So, but yeah, welcome, Callie. We're here with Vicky, and she's the first person ever in the world to create meditational NFTs.
Yep.
Ooh, that's super
That's
cool.
me.
Right. You're not there's a few people that are doing some of these kind of aesthetic abstract designs, as you kind of put it in there, which is cool. We're just going to go into the 3D map, and we're going to have a look at Vicky's plots, because she is having issues pulling it up, and I won't be able to get to all of them today, but that's okay. We'll bring you back on someday,
I managed to.
and we'll have a deeper look.
I managed to Chik'in Ka'ah, so I'm online now.
Okay, sweet.
But yeah, but
great.
we can look at the map
we'll
first.
That's perfect. The joys of Okay, let's do this then. So that's great. So I can close this, which will speed my computer up a little bit, which is great.
Loading.
All right. So you said below the blue heart in the bottom right-hand corner. Where's the blue heart?
Mr. Blue's heart.
Are you sure it's Mr. Blue's heart? And are you sure it's not this one? Are you sure it's not are you sure it's not my heart? Might be my heart that you're thinking of. If it's my heart, I'm going to be really excited. Is it this heart?
Yeah.
That's not Mr. Blue's heart, man. That's my heart. That's mine.
Sorry, Jimmy. I'm your neighbor now.
Oh my! Right. And you know what's funny?
I'm
I
sorry,
knew that.
Jimmy.
You know what's funny? No, you're right, because Mr. Blue's quest, Michael's quest, was,
Yes,
and
that's
Blue's
right.
quest
That's
was
why I thought
inside that heart, and that's because we do some collaborative work together. I'm gonna have some plans for some collaborative work together. So I just thought, why don't we just throw it inside that? Why don't we just throw it inside the Genesis plot? So you know, it's funny. We can go there because like that's I think where I am in Genesis right now. I'm like probably standing on that mountain somewhere. So we will go over there and we will check that out as well. But yeah, Vicky was here, and I did see this the other day. So that's great, and yeah, it's a cool plot.
There's now a little picture of my good vibes also installed on this plot. But I have pictures from Gary, but I can't enter the server and to look at by myself. But yeah.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, well, like I said, I think if you've got that many plots, we'll probably have to do a featured post on you once you're ready with some of these plots across worlds. I'm working on one now. I'll tell you, I'm sorry, I haven't put out a post in like a week, right? And I got contacted by these guys. They're called the Aloha Builders. There might be some girls, I don't know. But anyway, they're called the Aloha Builders. And they're like, hey, Jimmy, we'd like to do a featured blog post. And I'm like, sure, send me what you got. Seriously, these guys built like a quarter of the whole flipping Uplift, man. We got like 2 or 3 images. Like, it's awesome. Like, but it's just taken me so long to put this post together and map it all out. And I'm super excited. But these are the people who built the Batman and Batcave, the Wayne Manor, and so they've got some really top-notch builds.
They're cool. Yeah.
So yeah, we're putting that out. So yeah, you're here. Vicky was here. That's cool. Let's see if you can pull up your screen, and we'll go have a look at Chik'in Ka'ah, and then I'll fly back over here a little bit later.
So I'm feeling like I don't want to interrupt too much because you guys have already been talking before I arrived. So I don't know if I'm gonna touch on points that you've already discussed, but I hear that you have a lot of
Feel
plots.
free to ask any questions. I don't know.
What have you developed in all these plots? Have you done stuff in like lots of plots apparently? And have you put your NFTs up there?
Yes, now I have 3 of my NFTs installed on my plots in different servers. You see him, yeah, right? My colleague is here. So yeah, and I also have first I have built a giant chicken statue in Chik'in Ka'ah.
I've seen that, yeah.
Yeah. Then it was a small castle on my railroad, and now I'm planning to build a giant Buddha statue on Genesis. I have found a great tutorial, so there will be a Buddha. It's also about meditations and something like spiritual things.
Sorry,
So,
internet
do you want to
issues.
ask that? Do you want to ask that question a third time then? No.
So, you've got a few
no.
plots.
She didn't answer it before, but I think she said, you know that the Chikin statue. She put that up, and she's planning on building a giant Buddha, which that's fun.
Nice. And how do we meditate through your NFTs?
Yeah.
How can we use the content in it?
So the next collection comes with a guide, so you can put your headphones on. It's always better to hear meditations with a headset, then it goes straight to your brain. And yeah, you just look at the image, you relax, you concentrate on your breath, and just a couple of minutes, it's enough to feel all the vibes and to get the appropriate mood. So
wow,
yeah,
that sounds pretty cool. And have you actually thought about integrating a meditational space? Have you done that in the Uplift, where you can just go in and it's immersive and you have maybe like plants around you or something like that?
It will be
That's
cool.
actually
Yes,
cool.
that could be this section could be a part of the giant Buddha statue. You just enter the statue and there's something like meditational space inside. That's a great idea, actually.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, you know, like nowadays with especially once VR is already possible, right? But it's
Yeah.
not widely
I use it almost
adopted
daily.
yet. Oh, you do?
Yes,
Yeah.
my
So
son is
I
into
can
VR
imagine
and
that,
yeah.
right? Like if you're in a really quiet space, and you have this little pond and you have the fish and you have everything around you, like it must be
Nice.
really
Calming.
cool to have this
Yeah. Right.
experience for meditation, I suppose.
Jimmy, are we losing him?
Yeah, I think we're losing him. I think he's like, yeah, we've
Frozen.
we've meditated him almost out of reality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but I love the idea.
Right.
Really.
Right.
Yes.
I think I'm almost.
We're
Yeah.
back again.
Sorry, having issues. Yeah, like we were doing so good, Cowie, and now I can't even get into the server. What's going on? You're throwing.
Maybe I came to just not only prevent myself from being part of the interview, but to interrupt yours as well. I know.
Hey, Vicky's about good vibes only. Don't mess with her. Shit, man. It's her mantra.
Yeah, seems like it might be one of those days for me. Not the best internet. I should be moving soon and have better internet access. I think this is gonna stop.
I had one of those days yesterday, actually. And ironically enough, that was a day that I had 3 streams on, and all of them had issues. So yeah, I understand your pain.
Sounds awesome. Yeah.
So all right. So
how old is your son, Vicky?
My youngest is 3 years old, and the oldest is 14, almost 15.
Does he play the Uplift?
Yes, he does.
Nice.
But he doesn't like this much because he's all into different modes, farms, everything what we can't do at this moment in Uplift.
Yeah, all the different specific customized mods and stuff from other servers.
Yes. He enjoys these redstone schemes, but also he asks just why I can't make a farm. I just need these resources and so on and so forth. So yeah,
I understand. Well, he'll once we have the metaverse vision more, you know, put together, I think he'll appreciate it more.
Yeah, I hope so. Because I think it's a very this quality time, and playing Minecraft with your kids, it's really quality time. Yeah,
Yeah, I
you
can
just
imagine that. Did
yeah.
you used to play it before the Uplift?
Yes, we did. For about 7 years, it was a big thing for us. So we played
Nice.
almost daily. We had our YouTube channel, all these things. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
But
quite awesome.
yeah, but it was not like popular or something. Were not thinking about monetization. It's just for us, and now it's like a
For you
good
and to have
memories.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something really nice to have because these are memories you're gonna carry over forever, right?
Yeah,
I
true.
imagine him
There you go.
watching these in 10, 20 years time,
Yeah,
having
showing to
fun with his
kids.
mom. Yeah,
Yeah, like a new family album.
yeah. That is awesome. And now if he does play more and more in the Uplift, the cool thing is that in 10 years time, you're hopefully going to be able to go back to the same places you used to play in, and they're still going to look the same, which is pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that's true. Like a time capsule.
Yeah.
And I could say that Minecraft was different back in that days. It was much
Yeah.
simpler. Vanilla
You
Minecraft
know,
it was always very
yeah,
nice.
it's something we're all gonna get to do once, in our lifetime at least, which is being nostalgic about this technological advancement, right? It's so crazy right now to think about metaverses and online interactions with other players
Yeah,
and all that.
cryptocurrency and
Yeah,
so on. Yeah.
and in the future, it's just gonna be like, oh yeah, those were the days.
Yeah, that's true. So now Jimmy is frozen.
I think so. I think we came to complement each other at least. When he's away, I get to the universe is allowing me to be here at least while he's away.
Yes. So and this a little bit of interaction.
Yeah, I see you still even have a gamer chair in there. Like you've got a bit of a setup, cool screen behind
Yes.
you.
Yeah. Because I like to play different games. First, it was Mario,
Okay,
Tetris, and other games. Yes, but I play all my life. So,
nice. Where are you from?
well,
I'm sure you mentioned, but I didn't get that.
no, I haven't.
Oh, you haven't. Okay,
Yes, I come from a country that no longer exists.
okay,
Uh,
all right,
I was born in the USSR.
okay.
So,
You
but
were born
actually,
in the USSR.
yeah, but actually it's Latvia. Latvia, a small Baltic country,
Yeah.
and but so my native language is Latvian, but I also
Uh-huh.
speak Russian. And
Okay.
now I'm located in Munich, Germany. So my next language is German, and after that comes English. That's why I'm
Nice.
sometimes I have just to figure out which language should I use to think to talk. Yeah.
That's really cool though. I understand. I can relate to that. It's I speak a little bit of German as well because I studied in a German school. But yeah, I'm from Brazil originally, and then I speak Spanish as well and English, and now I live in Indonesia, so I have to speak Indonesian. So having all these
Big
different
mix, yes.
multicultural experiences, yeah, you do
Nice.
get things mixed up sometimes, right? It's just natural.
Hmm.
Yeah. And so your gaming experience, you said you played a little bit of different games and all. Um, why did you immediately get attracted once you heard the idea of cryptocurrency and games and game blockchain games and stuff, or and how was your exposure to the Uplift? Did you kind of get to know this universe through us, or did you go and play other stuff before? How did it work?
Yeah, that's actually interesting. um, it's all started with wax as a coin. So I have found this wax coin, and it was called like sleeping giant or something like this, and that's true. So I bought a lot of, not a lot of, but uh, amount of wax,
Yeah,
and
you
I
invested in
start.
it.
Yes, I invested. Yes, and I just started. What's NFT? Why it's so simple on Wax and why it's uncomplicated in Ethereum? Why it should be so? And I started to getting know these projects, and I fall in love so quickly. I just, this is cool and that is cool. And if you look at my wallet, wax wallet, you will see there's different type of collections, different types of projects I'm into. And Uplift was also love from the first side. First of all, it's cryptocurrency, then it's Minecraft, and the community is great. Just a second, I have to
It's okay.
give some
Don't
attention
feel
to my kid.
no problem at all. You can definitely do that. I have a one and a
I'm
one and
here.
a
I
half.
just turned the camera off for a second.
No problem. I have a son as well who's 1 year and 9 months now, so I can definitely relate to what you're going through right now. Sometimes we have to give them attention, and it's just you can't just postpone it, right?
Yes, that's true. And
I'm
sometimes
just a
it's
little
enough
bit
for
sad
just
for the people watching us because now they have to just look at my face. So they don't have other stuff to look at.
yeah. But okay, I'm back. So yeah, with kids, it's not easy to be a gamer.
Yeah, I know.
Because yes, they ask for attention all the time, and I'm running my NFT collection and also my other projects in real life.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah, I understand, and I can definitely
it's hard.
relate. Is I'm actually moving as well, and not just moving to a different like house, but moving to a different country soon. And there's a lot of things involved during a pandemic. There's so many things that you need to sort out before you go, and then you have all the work to do that I do with the Uplift, and then you have all the stuff that you have to manage, right? Like if you invest in crypto or in anything like that, and then you have games to play, and it's a lot. Like this space, I don't know of anyone that I spoke with in the last few months that is involved in this space and just tells me like, oh, it's okay, life is just a breeze, there's not much going on. Like it's just there's everyone is really full of stuff to do, right? Because there's
I
just too
went on
much going on.
vacation for 1 week. But it feels like I have passed 1 year. I have read some news on Telegram. Yes, I was in a couple of chats. Yes, so it wasn't like I also I completely excluded the cryptocurrency from my life. But I came back in a week, and so many new projects, so many new coins, so many happening. Oh God!
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
always
like
have to
that.
be
It's just
up to
crazy.
date.
Yeah.
Hi,
See, Jimmy,
Jimmy.
the curse was I kind of passed it on to you apparently. Sorry about that.
Right? You like just we were having a nice time. You showed up at the restaurant. You like,
Yeah.
kick me out.
Yeah. Just kind of sat on the table and just like told you to just go to the toilet for a little bit or something.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what happened there. But you know what? I'm gonna take your gratitude and I'm gonna put it up, after because I don't want that to get busted out again. But I'll put mine in first. Jimmy D is grateful.
We were talking about how much I love Uplift
Jimmy,
and other wax projects.
his neighbor, Vicky Sher.
So
in Genesis. All right, it's my gratitude. What's yours, Vicky?
yeah.
Even though you call it Mblue's heart, it's my heart. I put
Yes.
every single one of those blocks down with my mouse pad.
Okay, I'm sorry. I've already told that, but you know, this egg hunt, this one of the best events in Uplift and also one of the best disappointments. You know, I enjoyed this hunt so much. It was this German song. I
Right?
it took it was a couple of days. I was singing it from dusk till dawn. It just was stuck in my head, and other quests were so interesting and so cool. And then I got all these NFTs except one, Corey's NFT. But I'm 100% sure I did everything right. So there was no chance for me to make this mistake in Rick and Morty. So Rick Sanchez, yes, this was an answer, to put the sign on the top of my castle. Then I extra asked if I should put it on the ground on my plot, or I can put it on the castle. They said it's okay. You just don't have to put it on the ground. It must be somewhere on your plot, and I did. And then I'm fighting for my Cory NFT. So right now I don't know. I have wrote to support. Maybe I should check some admins also in chat. But now it's just like. I really enjoy it, but it's so much hours spent and so much expectations, and in the end, just and the prices for this Cory NFT are just mad right now.
Yeah, they're
tell
really
me about it.
expensive. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
I decided that I wanted to get them as well because I'm a bit of a degen and just don't think things straight when it comes to Uplift stuff. So I just went and bought. I decided not to do any quests because I thought, even though I didn't actually have like necessarily insiders information, I didn't know what were the answers to the quest or anything, but I thought it wouldn't really look fair if I just went and did all that and then got all the NFTs. So I didn't do any of the quests, but I went and bought every single one of them in the secondary, and I was the first one to do the blend.
Hey,
and it cost me a pretty penny because they're not cheap at all. The Jimmy and the Cory, and there's a few of them that are like
I feel it.
$bucks.
Yeah, the Jimmy one was expensive too. And here's the thing. So just because you guys are sharing your stories of negativity on our channel, I want to play the game too.
Well, it's positive. I'm happy with the end.
I want to play the game too. I didn't do all the quests just because I didn't have time. I did some of them. I mean, I did M Blues, I did Tunnels, I did especially a lot of the early ones. But dude, man, don't tell Yuka Shadow because I haven't even done the London with London quest. This is how far behind I am on all the stuff that I have to do, right? Like,
I did that one. I think when I did that one was the last thing that I did in the Uplift. I couldn't really do much after that because I just dedicated too much time on that day on that.
Right, but I did my own because I wanted to do my own quest, but somehow something went wrong, and I didn't get the NFT for my own quest. Oh, and that's like one of the second most expensive ones that was out there, and I'm like, what's the? So I have a support ticket in as well. I'm looking into why I didn't get it, but just so that you know, right? Like, and everyone out there, I think they're starting to figure this out. We as a team, we're pretty careful about what we do, and we don't get free shit. Yeah. I'm pretty pissed that I didn't get my own quest coin. Like, I'm pretty I'm like, but there's nothing we can do about it, right? Other than the process that you follow.
And that's sad, but Uplift has a great team. I just love CK community with Greg and Sue, and they're always supportive if something went wrong. So in this Telegram chat, they're always here. I see a question. I will answer it later. So yeah, but when I write a ticket, it goes nowhere. I don't get any reply. I just waiting for weeks patiently, and I'm just, should I start to spam now?
So we're in the process. We've got a couple bottlenecks in the system where our team's expanding, but we're still a pretty small team, considering all the things that
but
we're
you
doing.
have such a great community. You just have to make a call. So who volunteers? And I think
so one of the bottlenecks that we actually have, like 100% honestly and openly, and we've been trying to deal with for a while. I know Cory's on it. I know Cowie's on it. I know myself not so much, but like I'm trying to press people to do a little bit more. Is the support desk, the help desk? There's a little bit of a void there. Another issue that we're having right now, again, hopefully this issue will be solved a little bit early this week by the very latest. We're trying to get it, but we've been basically figuring out a better way to whitelist people to community plots or plots that haven't been sold. So these are two of the things that we're actively working on. And I just want to say, like, apologies to all of the communities or all of the people out there, that these things are taking a little bit of time, and mostly what it is, I think, it's a little bit of a lack of manpower, but also B, it's a lack of figuring out the best way to optimize this. So I think once we actually port to the Discord server permanently, and that is our only base for home, this will free up a little bit more time from a lot of our team members to be able to, deal with some of this other stuff. Because right now, a lot of us are living in two places at once, and it's like, what do we do? Do we spend double the time doing the same thing twice? Or do we do it once and Cowie shows up half an hour late to a show because he checked the place that I didn't post it at, right? Like, and so like this is what we're struggling with, right? And I'm not throwing shade at Cowie, like I'm saying it's a very legitimate
I
point.
get it 100%.
Right? Like our team, we're in like 3 or 4 different places at the same time right now. Which for the people who are asking why Discord, why are you guys moving there? There's more channels. There's better ways to tag. There's better way to keep track of things. So hopefully, once we get that migration over to Discord and the other channels become announcement channels or fade off into obscurity, then some of these other things that need to be taken care of, like the support tickets and the whitelisting, will be soon to follow.
Great. Yes. And the answer to the Rocket Gallery, yes, I'd love to. Thanks for asking.
Nice.
Again, you can connect with the Rocket Gallery. I'll put you in touch with the Rocket Gallery into the Uplift loop, and you can connect with them directly there and find out. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
And just
that's going to be a nice collab.
Yeah, that's right. And about this support, yes, because that's important. Yes, people love Uplift. Enjoy the new projects, quests, but sometimes it just doesn't work as it is. For example, my friend, he was in this event for claiming an extra plot in London. Yes, when you have to buy this extra rail plots in Chik'in Ka'ah, or you have them and you have to have this NFT, and then you just get this plot airdropped. And it was clearly said that snapshot will happen on Monday. Yes, okay, everyone was waiting for Monday, and then it's Tuesday evening, and he thought that, yes, I could sell probably this plot because the price is now good. This snapshot happened, so I want to, I can do with my NFTs what I want, yeah? And then just he didn't get the plot and asked why. We made just snapshot a little bit later someday, and
did
disappointing.
Did he submit a support ticket for that?
Yep. Support tickets. It just feels like from a little bit inside information from community. Yes, it just feels like they're going nowhere.
Yeah, fair enough. We've heard this before, and Will, Cowie's been actually really good at I will say this: Cowie seems like he's really nice, but he's been really good at putting pressure on the team. So Cowie, a little bit more pressure maybe, but no, like it's a sore point with us as well. I don't like about that. Yeah, I don't know. I guess somebody's gonna have to look into that, but that's. I guess
that's a blockchain. You can't lie on blockchain. You just post a link
about
transfers.
I mean, I guess the word of advice is just make sure that you have your drop before you sell a piece of land. In terms of what the support ticket and the committee. So we have a committee actually. So I can explain this as well. There actually is a committee that looks at these, but I think they only look at them once a week. So that's part of the lag, and I think they're tending to back up. But like in terms of like what will happen there, I don't know because I don't know all the details of the case.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not asking just going deeply in this. It's just one of the cases.
I get your point. It's there are things that sometimes feel like they don't work, and the main issue I think is, and not even to touch in the fact whether your friend was right or wrong, but the fact is he should be getting a definite response as what is happening, why it happened, and all that, right? And we're definitely trying to look into that kind of stuff and make sure that the support system is something that the team is very aware, like Timmy said, that it's not ideal right now, far from it, but we're actively thinking about how to improve it and fix it, and it should be done pretty soon. So
she's like, that's all I need to hear. I'm going to check and see if I got a support ticket
I'm
response.
here, guys. No, that's cool.
Felipe, I can answer this question for you. It's very simple. You need land right now. You can go onto Atomic Hub and you can pick up a piece of land, depending upon which server you want to be in. Once you have that land, you go over to the Uplift World. On the getting started page, it tells you how to register, and on the and then you can do that. However, if you know somebody who has pieces of land, like Vicky, for example, who is absolutely amazing and needs builders, or the Rocket Gallery, or any of these people that you might happen to be friends with, then you could potentially get whitelisted by them to go into the game and work on their plot. Sorry, Callie, what were you going to say?
No, I was going to say that I really appreciate all of the complete response that you just given, because there are people who are going to benefit from that. But this guy is in my living room right now, and I could explain that to him in person. So he just wanted to.
Nice.
He just wanted to say hello, and that's how he did it. So I appreciate it.
It's so
man.
much easier right now. I remember how I was fighting on an auction for my first Chik'in Ka'ah lens. It was mad. This 3 day, this week for auction, it was terrible. First I'm just going for a 1 land piece. Then I need a railroad also, and another one. And I was so stressed out. I was fighting for villages, and then I just last seconds of the auction, I have to buy something. Yeah.
Right, I was fighting for villages too, and like I got bid out. I got bid out on the last like 20 seconds on like 10 plots that I had like the low bid on, and I ended up,
the struggle was real. For sure.
I basically had the whole one side of the rail like locked down in the northern quadrant, and then like I got one little 50 by 50 out of it. Outbid like at the last minute, but it was a fun experience.
I went for
right?
like 2, I think 100 by 100 next to each other, and then like they got outbid. I just had to keep going for the next options. And I just ended up getting like 2 that are a couple of blocks apart, but I was like, yeah, that's what I can get, or whatever.
But again, like there's good and bad to it, right? Like because now with the portal, with the portal installations, now you connect plots that are cross maps, right? So like there's that potential to connect. Because I remember running from my home base. Like my home base is kind of the top right corner on the rail, and it takes me at least an hour to run in either direction to get to my other plot. Like an hour in game, which is great when you're getting rewards, but like when you don't have time to complete a quest and want them.
That's something that I'll even mention now, because you just mentioned that. It's crazy that a lot of people not a lot of people, I saw a couple of people asking like, oh, but then season 2, like how are we gonna know what are the rules? And then someone was hinting at like, but then just a few people know the rules then, and they're like, yeah, but it's just the team. And they're like, but who is it? And I was like,
hey man, I don't know the rules. I don't have access to that document. So like there's like
I don't know
one or
either.
2 people that know, and like I don't even
know
if
either.
Corey
But
knows
what I was thinking is, even if we knew, I think like we don't have time to get maxed out, to cap out our rewards, because we can't do it. Like there's too much stuff to do. So it would be awesome if I could be in game to cap out everything, you know.
And I think season 2 as well, just to put a cap on that too, like season 2, I think the players who are active, you're gonna see them do a lot better than season 1, because there's a lot more activities that are going to be rewarded. And part of the reason that we're not telling people what these rewards are is because we might change them for season 3 again, but we noticed a lot of people limiting themselves to certain actions because they knew what they were getting rewarded for, and we noticed a lot of people trying to game the system for those reactions. So taking that into consideration and being able to say, look, you're going to be rewarded, and we have kind of a list of things that we're going to dabble with and we're going to play with, and maximize the amount of things that you can do in the world to be rewarded. It's going to go over a lot better for most of the people who are actively doing things, right? And like this is going to allow you, rewards on your own plot, on other people's plot. It's going to allow you rewards for building, for designing, for doing events. Like there's going to be all of these different levels that will have different max points. And my guess is that probably the majority of people who are active in the world will do better on at the end of the week rewards day payout than they were before, simply because you're getting rewarded for more, and B, there's less people gaming the system that know about those rewards. So your size of that pool is going to actually,
and those people were getting a bite of the pool that it wasn't really fair, but they were still playing too much and all that, right? So you get rid of all
makes
that,
sense.
and then
Totally.
yeah.
And last week I was so busy with villagers, so I almost passed all this rewarding system. Had no time to travel, only trading.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm in the process now as well of putting up a blog post. It's an Uplift update about some of the things that are going on inside the Uplift world. So hopefully look for that tomorrow or the next day up on our site. But you can also go to the YouTube channel below, and if you go to the playlist and you search like inside the Uplift world, you can see some of those videos. And also, if you're over in the Discord, there was an announcement that came out that shows that links all of the winners' videos, and some of them were really good. Like some of the free the villagers were really good. So, Vicky, we still need to get your gratitude. What are you grateful for today, Vicky?
Yeah, I'm always saying almost the same thing at a Jen's show, and my biggest gratitude is for my family, and the second is this cryptocurrency, because it really is a game changer. It changes the lives, it changes the world, and it affects many other spheres. And yeah. It's when you wrote this, it sounds a little bit interesting, but okay.
Why? Did I mess something up?
No.
No, it's just the combination. You find it funny when they're together like that.
Yeah,
I'm grateful. Yeah, for my cryptocurrency family, to be honest. Well, my blockchain family, my Upluft family, that's for sure. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. No, I'm grateful for meditation. Although I don't do it as often as I should, the times that I did it, they were really special, and I think it's a very nice practice.
Nice.
That one time that I watched the salmon jumping in the river until that bear came and ended his life. That was very mindful.
Yeah, not quite that singular the experience was, but it may be along those lines. I'm sure close to Vicky's experience, I've got none. So still, I appreciate it.
I dabbled with that one a little bit, Kevin. I'll put that in there because I mean, a Jedi has to have some respect for that.
Yeah.
So Vicky, I hope you come back someday with the computer behind you so that we can get into the world, or I get my new computer, which is I hope it's coming soon. So that
I'm looking forward to when I can buy mine too.
Yeah, or Cowie takes some time to meditate at a temple somewhere and gets rid of all that bad juju. One of those three things.
So if you have a couple of more minutes, I can try to show my castle and the picture over it, because I love it so much.
I've got time. I need a 10-minute break at the top of the hour, but other than that, we're good to go. But yeah, I'm just kind of curious. One last question that I actually wanted to ask you, while you pull that up, was like, what plans do you have? Do you have any other plans in the Uplift world for events or anything like that along those lines, or are you just mainly working on building out the plots and putting up displays right now?
No, actually, I do. As you know, I have this QR code over my plot in Chik'in Ka'ah, and I post these claim links daily, and I wanted to do also some kind of competition or something. I have many ideas. I don't want to put them right now, but yes, some events are upcoming, and also I like this idea of mazes. I enjoyed this mazes built by NK from Chik'in Ka'ah, and it's on Upluft server, but anyway, it's also very cool. And I was a part of other events in community, so I'm just making it all together to make something mine and something special. And when it comes, it will be a big announcement. Maybe it will be connected with my new drop, collection drop, which comes next week or in 2 weeks. But yeah, something is planned. So
Nice. There's stuff in the oven.
yeah, I hope it's not tonight, but it also looks great. Yes. I'll try to share my screen now.
Okay.
Yep. So, do you see it? Good
Yeah, you
vibes
got it.
only. That's my fountain, a small castle,
It's a
and a
very
big
cool
sign
fountain.
installed.
Oh, I have
over-
seen it. I've passed through it before. I didn't know it was yours. I really
Yeah,
love it.
whereabouts on Chik'in Ka'ah are you, Vicky?
It's west side. When you go from the spawn to the west, it's about 5 minutes ride, or no less, 3 minutes ride with the cart.
So you're not that far from Swineland. Well, that's nice. That's fun.
Yeah, that's nice.
That
So
is super cool. Yeah, I saw it because it stands out. It's like really bright on top of the rail. You know, it's
yeah,
really cool.
exactly. I want to make a frame and maybe some leaves or something, so make it more organic. Maybe look like a mountain or something like this. So, yeah.
So somebody Morton today on one of my Morton Matt D on one of my earlier streams, the Nasty Hooks. I guess he was waiting for us to join, and he was just throwing out all the questions. And he's like, "Hey, why don't leaves change color like in the real world?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"That's a really good question. Imagine like if the leaves change color. Imagine if you could change and play with those colors. I don't know. Maybe there's like spells that you could put on them or something to like
Maybe.
replicate fall.
There's
Maybe
definitely a special add-on for this. Someone has done it, but not in
Yeah. The
normal
problem with that,
Minecraft.
and you mentioned that your son loves the mods and stuff, right? The problem with that is that this is because we're a very serious server, you could say, right? It's not
Mhm.
something that we can just freely test with and just install mods, you know, because if there's any incompatibility, especially with our mods that connect the Uplift with the blockchain side of things, and it messes with that, we have to be reliable, right? We can't really risk that. So that's why mods are really complicated, and they have to really be scrutinized by the team, and there's a lot of testing that goes on before implementing anything. So it's not just, even though some people say, oh, but just go to this website, there's, you just download and install, and there's a lot
Yeah.
of mods. It's not as simple as that, you know. But yeah,
And
with
Yeah, I
time
just
we're
like
gonna find the right ones.
if we crash the server, there's a lot of really pissed off people like in the first 10 seconds, right?
Yeah.
I would be one of them.
Right?
Definitely. Yes, but it's never enough in these modes. You just can't tell, I don't need this, I don't use it, and at the end you end up with something mixed up, and then the modes start to conflict with with another, and that's why
Yeah.
I also didn't like the modes on our private server where we played. So at one moment it was just too much, and you
Yeah.
have to just look at, do I really need this, and then do people need this in the public server? So yeah,
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
that's the
Because a lot
idea.
of these people, they're developers and they have good ideas and all, but they don't have a big team behind them, right? So first of all, they're not planning to really support it long time. So maybe they develop a mod that works on this version, but then next version comes out and it just doesn't
Yeah,
work, for example. And the second point is they're not really necessarily always worried about compatibility between mods. So if you install
yeah,
one mod, maybe the other one just doesn't work with it, and then everything crashes. So there's a lot that goes before we decide to install a mod.
yeah, exactly. So
Awesome. Do you have anything else that you'd like to use this space for? Advertise your NFTs or talk about your drop or anything else before you go anyway?
no, thank you. When the job grows,
Thank you.
yes, I think it will be them mentioned everywhere. But yeah, but right now, nothing really happens.
Yeah, and I mean, please feel free to schedule yourself in and come back. Maybe one of our 9 o'clock shows as well, an NFT game day or something. Whenever you do this, that would be fun. And also, whenever you're ready, reach out, and we'd love to put you on the blog and not only highlight the things that you're doing in the Uplift, but also shout out some of those interesting things that you're doing with
Thank you.
meditative NFTs as well. So
That's nice.
But yeah. Thank you so much for joining us, Vicky. And like I said, please come back. It was a pleasure. It was great to meet you for the first time. My
Completely
neighbor.
agree. Yeah.
Yeah. If I see you getting into or getting out of the water elevator, I'll be sure to bow and say hello.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you
good.
have any problems with the tickets that you mentioned here, you can reach out to me. I'll try to nudge them on it.
Okay. Thank you. I will do it definitely, because
Okay.
as I said, I'm fighting for my core NFT. It was fair.
It's a fair fight. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so yeah, just hit us up with your Telegram account, and we're happy to put you in touch with the Rocket Gallery and these other artists as well. So, but yeah, that's all for today. I gotta go because I need to take a quick break before our next show. We are going to be on with another play to earn game, GNO. It's pretty cool, GNO City. So come check us out in about 15 minutes time. We'll be live here on this channel for Tech Talk on a Tuesday. That's it, and we'll see you guys all in a bit. Thank you, and
Bye.
I gotta see. I adapted the chop so that it was a two-hander, right? But now the problem is like when I have to press the button and do the chop at the same time. So, but this is how we do it. That's totally not the way that I meant to steal that copyrighted, very awesome